Welcome back to this old mine. Well, we got some problems around here. Got a lot of clutter building up, and it's getting difficult to work around the mill site here. Now, I have an area directly across from the mill site, across the road, and it's full of garbage too. So we're going to clean this stuff up, move it down to another area so I can sort things out, get rid of the junk, and keep the usable stuff. And I have plans for building a shed, a storage shed, 4 feet by 8 feet, which will be on skids, so I'll be able to move it. So we get started right away. We start moving stuff. Got to use the tractor. I'm kind of old. I can't carry some of this heavy metal around. So that's a piece of heavy metal. That's a I-beam, which I think it was from the original mill shed. We have 2 of those and then one that's even larger. This is a trailer, a homemade trailer, that the wheels don't turn on it anymore, so I'll have to look into that. But I plan on putting some 2x6s on the top and some small gates so we can use it as an ore transport trailer. These hubs here are seized up. I'll have to disassemble those, try and identify the bearings and get new bearings for it. So in cleaning up this area, came across an item that I'd forgotten I had, and this is it right here. If anybody out there knows what this is, drop a comment and let me know what you think. Anybody who knows what it is will win my undying admiration. Yeah, that's about all I can afford right now. But this is what it is. See if you can identify it for me. I did this cleanup in 3 stages simply because it gave me a feeling of accomplishment. So you see I've gotten the middle section cleaned out. I have the 2 other sections to do here. So I brought in a trailer and we're going to load up the garbage into this. It'll take a run to the dump. But a lot of little pieces of wood and plastic and miscellaneous stuff that's not usable. Any of the iron and steel, I try and keep that because there's always a chance to reuse it. And this right here is an old power pole that still has the knobs on it. So I might plant that and reuse it or just stand it up as a piece of decoration. Got a big old piece of tarpaulin here that I had to wrestle into the trailer. Make sure that there weren't any snakes hiding under it, because they will hide underneath things. See, that's what you do to a snake. You beat the hell out of it. But that wasn't a snake I was hammering on. That was a metal can. I just wanted to flatten it down some. I found some cable up here. The steel braided cable, or wire rope as they call it. We'll probably use that for something. And we've got our next section of garbage to take care of. I've been saving all the copper that I found around here, and we have plans for that. That piece of wood looks like it's been there for a few years. It's embedded itself in the ground. So just junk after garbage. So a lot of it, I don't even know why it was thrown up here. There's no sense for it. And a note to self: wear a longer shirt or hike up your pants and cinch your belt. Here's some more cable. And this big old piece of spiral ducting. I don't know how they could use that in the mine. That would have taken up a good 2 feet of the tunnel. They would have had to have been pretty short to walk through it then. As some of the places in the tunnel, I got to bend over just to keep from banging my head. So next thing we're going to do is move that tractor out of the way. Here's another question for you. who manufactures that tractor, or who manufactured that tractor. I'll give you a couple of hints. It's not Craftsman. It's not a Sears item. But I do have to move it. Might take a hack at it and see if it's usable for anything. I pulled the cord on it and the engine turns over, has compression, but of course it didn't start because there's no fuel in it. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, so let's get to moving this thing. Find some hitch points to hook to and throw the chain under it. And more chain. Can never have too much chain. Now, one thing you do want to do when you rig something up is to make sure that when you lift it, it's level. And, oh, that's pretty level. That's close enough. Now for the ceremonious dragging the corpse off to the undertaker here. We got this big concrete block here. It's got 2 bolts sticking out of it. So it was a mount for something at one time or another. But now it's just a block of concrete. So, but we'll save it. You know, you never know when you're going to need a rectangular piece of rock with 2 pieces of iron sticking out of it. So, waste not, want not. Well, this is our area. We're going to scrape the ground here, get the rocks and the boulders out of the way. And I'm going to transplant that shrub. This is the way we transplant shrubs up here. And that's good. So it'll continue to grow. I'll tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than pushing dirt around. Or maybe there is. I don't know, my life is pretty sheltered. Okay, well, I guess I'm done playing tractor here. We got some nice level ground we can put a shed on. Oh, looks like I got some more stuff. Let me try something here.
By the power of the crystal skull! Can you help me clean this place up?
Holy crap, did you see that? Well, I gotta be careful with that. I'll start invoking some powers I don't understand. I can get in trouble. Yeah, our bear guardian doesn't even seem too impressed. When Pharaoh was up here, he gave me this little gift. Quite interesting. It's a flashlight by WowTech, or by ThruNite, and I've seen him interview. I've seen him review these on his channel, and I was quite impressed on the videos. But yeah, I didn't want to spend all that kind of money just to find out whether or not they worked. But I took this into the deepest, darkest bowels of the mine, and it works really good. 3 settings. It's got turns on. It's on medium. Oh, that's low setting. That's medium, and that's burn your eyeballs out. Hold the button down, it'll cycle through the different levels. And best of all, it has a USB port on it, so you can charge it from just a USB plug. And it comes with, of course, the light, USB charging cable. And what I was surprised is that it comes with a little kit of the sealers, the rings, the O-rings for the waterproof feature, and another little plastic cap for the USB port, which of course, you know, in any flashlight I've had that has a USB charge capability, that little plastic cap pops off and is gone within a few weeks. So thank you, Alan. This is a very nice gift. It works very well, and I'll be using it in the mine frequently. So just as a preview for our next video, we'll be melting down all this copper and making some ingots out of it. Well, that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Complimentary refreshments will be served in the garden. And don't forget to visit the gift shop. See ya!